Go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wildcard game.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart. But make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
Throwing to start the drive. Lane. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
Looking to throw on second down. Lane. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Lane. Returning right back to Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes your game plan for that offensively, you want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
They go play action here on first down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. But he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Brian Burns, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
To throw on second down, Lane. Left side complete to Lockett. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal.
Operating from the gun, Lane. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Lane.
That's complete to Troutman, right side.
And this will be play number 10 on this pretty long opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw again. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks will strike first here in this wild card matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
It's very simple to say. It's a tough spot to go on the road in the playoffs for any quarterback. But when you're a rookie, now you know you've got big-time pressure on you because he's shown that he's beyond his years throughout the season. He's played at a high level, and his team is very confident in him. But to go on the road leading your team in the postseason as a rookie, that's a whole nother level.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Anthony. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback. And make sure you put a good zone defense behind it. And they get their first sack of the contest.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Anthony.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Returnable for Lockett. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right, that 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wildcard teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. But I got to tell you, I personally like it. Winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get to host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason. The champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there. Someone's sharp in this game. He had a touchdown pass in the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Man open downfield, it's Metcalf.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 53 yards.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Back to throw. Lane. And it's caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
offensively, they're going to have to do something about him in a hurry because that last catch puts him over the 100-yard mark. We haven't even hit the second quarter yet.
And you did say they'd have to do it in a hurry. It has to be right now because as his confidence grows, it'll actually overwhelm the defense. No matter what they do, he'll feel like they can't stop him.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Seahawks have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. When they score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They scored again. That's the way you win ball games.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 of the 22-yard line.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Anthony. And this one's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Anthony toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. And now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the second round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
11 yards and a Panther first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get it. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Anthony.
There's Trumbo, the tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Dead. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Defensively pulled forward with the tackle there.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Anthony. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And bounds right around the 20. From the gun on 3rd down. Anthony. Caught by Tremble. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
It's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
Here we go with McCaffrey. Gets around him. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
from 17 yards out.
And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So a big decision there to go on 4th down. Gets him not only the first, but gets him the touchdown as well.
And, Brandon, you and I know that all these coaches tell us if every play is executed the way it's designed, it goes for a touchdown. But let's be honest. They were shooting for the first down on that one, and boy, were they fortunate to take it all the way in.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. DK Metcalf of the Seattle offense about set to take over once again.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Back to throw. Lane. And this is going to be incomplete. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. This is taken at the 18. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Carolina getting set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third.
Well, they set the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing it for a loss.
Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lane.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. On 4th down, Lane. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. On 2nd down, McCaffrey.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Anthony. They'll roll him out right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Hauled in by Wheaton over the middle.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Back to throw. Anthony. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Trimble from 4 yards out. And the Panthers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now the ball now going back over to Seattle Seahawks offense. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lane. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
That completes it again to Metcalf. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down. Lane. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. So they don't get anything out of that completion. I guess when you roll out of the pocket like he did there to the left, if you're going to throw it, you better gain some yardage.
Now, can you just hear the old school coaches right now? You threw it for no yards? They don't want the ball in the air unless something positive is going to happen downfield. In that case, they'd rather have the quarterback try and run it himself. Just take care of the ball. If nothing else, just slide and get down.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Lane. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jarvis Landry. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
But that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys. They never want to see their guy get hit.
Santos able to tackle on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's Jarvis Landry who finishes it off with a touchdown reception.
This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense.
They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not to any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again, Anthony.
He's got the connection to Moore.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
He's into the secondary.
Touchdown, Panthers.
Christian McCaffrey.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Panthers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? But a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all to score as the kick's away. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The second of our 2 games here on this super...
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
But first, let's take a look ahead to Sunday's action in the NFC. A 3-6 battle that ought to be a good one, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings matching up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
The Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams the next year get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Anthony. He gets it to Cooks. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. It just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Anthony for Marshall. That's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. McCaffrey running up the middle. A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
On 1st and 10, Anthony. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now a draw play to McCaffrey.
And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 92 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Operating from the gun. Anthony. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard at the 2.
This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
James Cook
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Panthers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. This taken in at the goal line.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd.
Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
To throw on second down, Lane. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. To throw on third down, Lane. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category because he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Lane. They'll find Metcalf.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Lane. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right, your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. He lets it fly from Lockett. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will stay at a 7-point game. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
On 4th down, Anthony. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Well, the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Throwing on first down. Lane, left side here. That's the tight end Fant. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Looking to throw on second down. Lane. Incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, no, it's incomplete. It's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up fourth down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
A gain there of 21 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 112 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
McCaffrey on the counter. Room here to run. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On first down, Anthony. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. This is McCaffrey on the give. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On third down, Anthony. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looks like you're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on third, and then the tables turned. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Anthony buying time to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. A I'm pretty sure that was a passing play, but he took off pretty quickly and ran with it.
Love his decisiveness on it because you're exactly right. He was supposed to go back in the pocket and survey the field and throw the football. But when that hole opened, he just said, forget it, let's go. And boy, did that work out well.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down. Lane over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Off play action. Lane. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Anthony. He finds his man, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. From the gun on 3rd down. Anthony looking left side. That's caught by Moore.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Anthony.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 8. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down.
Puma Ford, the one to get to him and drop him.
Well, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Lane. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Back to throw again.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Lane. Throw out wide to Walker. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42. Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass, and he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lane. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to a 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On 1st and 10, Lane. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Lane. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Brian Burns in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third down, here's McCaffrey. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
To throw from his end zone. Lane gets this to Fant, but only able to muster a gain up to the 8-yard line. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.